So Anatoly, tell me this. This guy was deported twice, and then they finally convict this guy, but he doesn't serve his full sentence at all.
What?
So right now, an illegal immigrant convicted of killing 2 in a high-speed crash is in ICE custody after his early release from a California jail last week, serving under 4 years of a 10-year sentence.
What?
The twice-deported illegal was drinking while driving at a high speed, nearly 100 miles an hour, when he hit this 19-year-old couple, killing them in the wreck.
Flashback.
You know, Bill, everybody asks why I get so emotional on network TV, why I get emotional when I testify, because I've met hundreds of angel moms and dads and hear every story. I'll never forget any of those stories. It's just a tragedy. But I'll make this commitment right now. I'll work with Secretary Noem on this case, and I guarantee you, if they don't honor a detainer, we have ICE agents outside that facility to take custody of this individual and deport him. He's been deported several times, which means he's a felon. Re-entry the country at the form of deportation is a felony. We will prosecute him and we will deport him. I'll make that commitment and I'll work with Secretary Noem to make sure that happens.
Meanwhile,
so Gavin Newsom and his wife actually created an organization just to steal some of the fire aid money.
Please go to fireaidla.org and give what you can. All of the money raised will go directly to people who need it now.
That's how FireAid sold itself to millions of viewers. A benefit concert for wildfire victims. David Howard lost 2 homes in the Palisades.
I have not seen any benefit from the fire aid money, nor have, and I'm very involved, nor my friends and neighbors.
Hundreds of millions of dollars for the victims. This money is for the victims. But when we looked into this, we found that there was a lot of money raised that has suddenly just disappeared. In one case, over $100 million was raised during a single celebrity-filled charity concert. So where did all that money go? We've learned that every penny raised went to a nonprofit called the Annberg Foundation, which is headquartered in Pennsylvania, which is 3,000 miles from Los Angeles. The foundation sent $50 million of that money to 120 different nonprofits. Turns out there's a lot of money in nonprofits. Not a single resident got $1. The head of this charity, Cynthia Kennard, makes over $700,000 a year, plus a 6-figure bonus. Cynthia is also close with Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, which cannot be a coincidence.
What?
The question, though, still remains tonight, what happened to the other $50 million?
A benefit concert for wildfire victims. Today, many have doubts.
I think they'd be very disappointed.
David Howard lost 2 homes in the Palisades.
I have not seen any benefit from the fire aid money, nor have, and I'm very involved, nor my friends and neighbors.
Go to the website and give what you can. All the money that's raised will go directly to people who need help.
a few moments later.
Did you think that you would actually get direct money?
I did, as with, I'm sure, most Altadenians. The fire aid was for us, so we figured, where's the money? Where's it going?
My whole house, everything gone.
FireAid recruited Mark Jones to appear in its fundraiser, and he thought he'd get help.
I was actually expecting to some type of reach out or something to let us know that we're here to help you. And I've been searching and trying to figure that out since.
If you guys could recall the woman who confronted Governor Newsom when he lied to her face to say that he was on the phone with the president. I don't know if you guys recall that. She's from the Pacific Palisades. Well, she was just on Newsmax continuing to expose the governor. Take a look at this.
Where did the money go? Let's follow the trail that you just described, because so far I haven't received a penny. Not a single person I know in the Palisades has received a penny. And I think a lot of the organizations that you're even referring to that have received them, I don't think they even have any sort of direct relationship or correlation whatsoever with the Palisades or any fire victims. Where did they go? They went to 120 nonprofit organizations that you described. Many of them literally have no direct connection to fire or the fire victims. I mean, they're going into climate equity programs, they're going to resilience initiatives, and as you mentioned, academic institutions probably that are very well connected. That's where I'm reading the funds are going. Yeah. Has anyone asked Governor Newsom, has he asked where has the money gone? Has Karen Bass asked where has the money gone? No, I mean, both have actually praised. They have praised FireAid publicly. Neither has demanded a single audit. No one has asked the obvious questions. Why didn't the victims receive their money? That's what we're dealing with here.
Like, how this man is still governor of California and not behind bars is fucking mind-blowing. So I'm sure most of you have heard about the fire aid controversy, you know, where they had this concert to raise $100 million for the victims of the Palisade fires. And people started asking, hey, where the fuck did all that money go? Because there's not a single person who was a victim of the Palisade fires who's seen a cent of it. And through some investigative journalism, what we found is that they distributed the money in 2 rounds. Now, the first round just went to just a fuckload of NGOs. Like, some of them have nothing whatsoever to do with fire recovery, but they handed out $50 million apparently to all these corporations, and nobody did a fucking thing. But then when we got to round 2, this shit got even murkier. Because when you actually look at the names of who was given money under round 2, you saw this little organization called Cal Volunteers. Now, that organization is no longer listed as a recipient on the website. Funny how once the story broke, they took their name off the website. I mean, that doesn't look guilty at all. But Cal Volunteers is an organization that was recently created by Gavin Newsom and his wife. And they have never done fucking anything before this. This organization was created strictly for the purpose of getting fire aid money. And they've not said what they plan to do with the money they got. They haven't even said how much of the money they received. No, all they did when people noticed that fucking Gavin Newsom's organization was getting money was take down their name and their organization from the website where the fire aid money went. So, like, not only did these fires happen because Gavin Newsom is a shit governor and doesn't know how to manage shit, not only was the response to these fires complete and total dog shit because Gavin Newsom's a horrible governor, but after his failures, he then created an organization just to siphon off money that they raised to take care of the people that he was supposed to take care of. This dude is a top tier fucking criminal.
Our next guest, who lost his daughter, blames sanctuary policies for protecting her killer. That father of Anatoly Varfolomeev, Meev, joins us now. Sir, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
So, Anatoly, tell me this. This guy was deported twice, and then they finally convict this guy, but he doesn't serve his full sentence at all.
That's the problem with the system here in California.
So, sir, how do you feel about these sanctuary cities? Because they say this protects the community, but that's not true. You know that from your personal experience, right?
It doesn't. It doesn't no way near to protecting the community. It's outrageous, and we are angry here, and we are mad at what is happening. So I have only described it in expletives or in a foul language what was happening and is happening in California.
You know, sir, we're showing pictures of your beautiful daughter right here, so I can understand the righteous anger that you have right now. I'm curious. It was the Trump administration that put a detainer on this illegal. As we said, he's already been deported twice, and then he kills your precious daughter. Have you received a call from the governor? Because, you know, it's their sanctuary policies that is causing this. Any Democrat, Alex Padilla, who's the senator, did any of these officials call you?
That's the problem. It took an enormous effort from the families to get at least some information. And we have been trying to contact Governor Newsom and the California General Attorney Rob Bonta, Jeff McComber from California Department of Corrections, to get to the, not to the bottom, but to extract at least something from them. And it is outrageous. The community, churches signed petitions, friends signed petitions, and I have sent them. I have certified email receipts that Governor Newsom received it. Not a single answer, even acknowledgement of receipt. And on the other hand, I got a call and I was contacted by Deputy Secretary Troy Edgar, Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security. He is not less busy than Governor Newsom, and because he has federal problems that he needs to take care of. And this person contacted me, and we had a good conversation, honest conversation. And I can't understand why local government cannot do the same. And all this sanctuary stuff, it's a piece of, I don't have words to describe that.
So Anatoly, I want you to put this in perspective for me, because we see in your state right now, ICE has a zero tolerance when it comes to the criminals that are in our country right now. And they're surging all of their resources there. But when they come to California, your governor, your senators, and all of the activists on the street are blocking them from doing it. What would you say, not only to your governor and senator, but all the activists that are throwing rocks at ICE trying to get those violent offenders off the street?
They are a result of the democratic, I would say, propaganda, and the result of the education that they get in, probably in schools or I don't know where, even to come to think to resist and to obstruct federal agents. It's insane. There is an hierarchy in the country, and it's supposed to be this way in every country, in every society. So it's mind-boggling, honestly, and it's difficult to comprehend. And my word to them is, please help the federal agents do their job. That's it. This way, the society will have less victims like my daughter and Nikolai, the son of our friends. These two beautiful souls are lost. And yesterday I was at the cemetery refreshing the flowers on my daughter's grave. And it's very tragic, and I don't have words even to describe the feelings and everything. And I'm not alone. The problem is that I'm not alone. There are other victims of crimes by illegal aliens. So how they have the audacity to protect them, starting with the top, with Governor Newsom and probably other governors in the country, to protect law-abiding citizens of the United States, and to spend money. My daughter and Nikolai, my daughter Anya and Nikolai, they paid taxes. They're 19. They paid more taxes than that scumbag that killed them. And all this money is appropriated and used for something that foreigners are not deserving. And not only the taxpayers' money, but also the benefits of the so-called legal system in California.
Yeah.
And that is quite a different level. They don't respect the legal system of California. They don't respect the laws of the country. And they're given the benefits, they're given credits. So that's a bigger question.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly, and securely. Don't wait. Decide how it ends.
But we're going to teach them how to run away from an alligator, okay? If they escape prison. How to run away. Don't run in a straight line. Run like this. And you know what? Your chances go up about 1%, okay?
Protests erupted in New York and elsewhere, with Venezuelans calling for increased food stamps, housing, and other benefits.
This is not the Emma Lazarus story of people looking for opportunity. For them, the opportunity is government benefits. Unfortunately, that's what they've been taught from birth in Venezuela, is the only way to better yourself is to become a welfare recipient.
American thinkers Monica Showalter says this proves not all immigrants are created equal.
Importing that kind of an immigrant is basically importing someone who's going to assimilate into the underclass. That's importing poverty. That's not importing people who want to contribute or who can contribute.
So far, no response from the Biden White House. Nick Rankovich, News Radio 740 KTRH.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.